Hey guys, what's up? GreenMachineSam back with another video, and today we have another Tennessee Titans franchise video. Today we are finishing off the regular season. We are going to Denver to take on the Denver Broncos at their home stadium of Empower Field at Mile High at 4:05. So we will be taking them on, and as you guys can see, they are 4-12, so they are a pretty bad team. They're actually fighting for the number 2 spot in the draft. Them and the Bears are tied currently, and then the Saints are the only team that is currently worse. So with us being able to beat them, and hopefully Kansas City being able to beat Chicago, they should have the number 2 or the number 3 pick. We would like Chicago to go up to the number 2 pick because we do own their first round pick, and that is our only first and second round pick of this year. So we would hope Chicago can go up to number 2. Of course, that's not always possible. So we will have to hope that the tiebreaker goes to the Bears and they move up. But still, nonetheless, we are starting a lot of backups today. Like I said in the previous video, we secure the number 1 seed and stuff like that. The Bills are still 2 games out at minimum. Yeah, they're still 2 games out. They're 2 games behind us. So there's just no reason to start, our starters. Unlike the NFC, where the 49ers and the Packers are still battling, and the 49ers could still gain that number 1 seed, and the Packers could still drop to number 2. They probably will be starting their starters, and it is Madden, so they would be starting their starters either way. Unlike us, where we know that we have the number 1 seed locked up, we don't need to play our starters, so we will be putting in a lot of our backups. Horton, Thurmond, Andrews, Petit-Fier, and Lewan are going to be starting. Josh Oliver, Drew Sample, Amos, Burks, and Smith are going to be playing. Linton and Melton are going to be the 2 backups. I'm going to let Burks play because his stats are the worst out of the 3. Just putting that out there. Hassan Haskins and Darrington Evans are both going to be playing. I did decide to start Malik Willis. Yes, I know Emmanuel Brooks is starting at middle linebacker. He's just going to have to be the user for the day. He's going to have very bad stats for middle linebacker use, but we are going to make him our user for the day. And then we are starting everybody else at backups and stuff like that. Osa Digizua, just based off of depth, will have to play a lot as well. But still, no new injuries to go over. Nobody got injured in practice, which is a good thing. Do have a couple upgrade players to take care of as well. Derek Wesley and Keenan McIntyre, both of our edge rushers who have performed well and above beyond expectations. Both of these rookies have done an excellent job for us, and they will continue to do so. Keenan McIntyre over 10 sacks, and as well as Derek Wesley. Also, why Osa Digizua is playing over a guy like Charles Omenihu, who hasn't gotten as much playtime, is mainly because Osa is close to 10 sacks, and I think that'd be a pretty cool way to get there, especially going against a team in the Denver Broncos who's just bad across the board. 31st, 28th, 29th, 31st, 27th. They're just not a very good team. The only thing they rank in that's even close to mediocrity is takeaways, and they have 15. So, as you can tell, they just do not have a good team. They have a very, very subpar team. It doesn't look very bright for them. As you guys can see, their top guy is Patrick Surtain, and then after that, it kind of drops a lot. Right? They have a couple wide receivers that are decent, a running back that's okay. They have a decent edge rusher, but nobody to really speak of, and especially in the quarterback room. Isaiah Archer, a second-year man out of Wyoming. Not a whole ton of speed, not a whole ton of options there. They just do not have a very good set team. Granted, that Russell Wilson contract, if you've ever tried to rebuild the Broncos in this Madden, puts you back very far. But let's go ahead and hop in the game. So yeah, I don't need to win this game, right? That's the major thing, right? But with these backups, a lot of them are going to be playing for jobs, right? You have Malik Willis, who's coming off contract. You have Hassan Haskins. You have a bunch of different guys coming off contract that are looking to make a statement in today's game. Go out there, perform well, and you could possibly get a contract from a different team. Now, of course, some of those guys I do want to bring back, guys like Hassan Haskins, Malik Willis, are guys that I do want to bring back, mainly because they do provide that backup and that depth at those positions. With that being said, though, I can't sign them to what they want in the re-sign period. I'm going to have to let them go to free agency. I'm going to have to lowball them and potentially get them back on cheaper deals. Right? I can't be paying a backup quarterback $6 million when I got to pay the starter next year probably $40 to $50. I can't pay the backup running back $5 million a year when I'm going to have to pay the starter $10 plus a year next year. All these different things. So for a lot of these guys, this is a contract game. This is go out there and show your worth. Now, granted, there are going to be a couple starters still playing in today's game, but still, up to the 33-yard line, and I thought we had a chance to take that all the way back to the house. Remember, Tyler Linton is still hunting for that return, trying to tie that return record, and then also take the punt return record. This is his last game. If he wants it, he has to go get it today. So we're going to start off at 1st and 10 at our own 33-yard line. Like I said, backups in today. If we have to play some starters, we will. We have one more offensive lineman we can go through, so the offensive line will get rotated around if need be. But for now, 1st and 10, going to hand off Hassan Haskins. He's going to go downhill. Unfortunately, that D tackle comes off pretty quickly. Negative 2-yard rush. Not a great way to start off the game, to be fair. 2nd and 12 now. Going to go back to the run game here. This is something I'm going to lean on a lot today, especially with Malik Willis. We should have a good opportunity to really just run is more important than anything. It's a 5-yard rush, but only 3 yards on the ground for him technically today. Dearnton Evans will come in a lot of these 3rd down packages and stuff like that. Haskins will probably take over on everything else. Going to drop back to pass. 3rd and 7 now. Dearnton Evans open underneath. Catch, run. He has the speed to be able to get there, and he does. 1st down. Malik Willis 8 yards up there now. Because remember, in those 4 games that Malik Willis played in, he was averaging over 200 yards and averaging 2 touchdowns a game, no interceptions. So some teams that are desperate for a QB, kind of like the Broncos right now, could definitely look towards Malik Willis and go, could he be a fill-in? Could he be a bridge quarterback for a year or two until we know we have our guy? You definitely could. So Brian Asamoah there. They still have Zach Allen and company. They don't have a whole ton of big names, to be fair, so I'm not going to know a whole ton of them. 2nd and 9 here. Going to drop back to pass. Finding the screen pass to Evans. He makes one man miss. Who is that? Riley Moss coming up making the tackle. I would assume he would still be on the Broncos, and the only white corners in the league currently. Max Smith, if he can win his rep here, could be open on this shot go. But no, they covered up pretty good, and there's the edge rush there. Brian Asamoah, the middle linebacker, coming free and coming in. Was trying to get it out to Dearnton Evans on that short little pattern. I wanted to just check off some extra routes, and he just came so fast off that edge. 2nd and 19. Going to pull the guard. Evans up the middle. He'll get a couple. 7 yards there for him on the day. Both these backup running backs, I've liked them enough when they have been in. Right? There was a much better talent, I think, in the free agent pool. There were still like 75s and 76s at the running back position. Evans only being a 69. But he just knows the playbook. He's been here before. I just thought it was cool to bring him back, if anything. Josh Oliver can't go up and get that on Riley Moss, so it'll be 4th and 12 at the 46. A little far to kick the field goal, in my opinion, so we're going to have to settle for a punt. Okay, I got to stop using sky kicks. Sky kicks suck so much fat fucking dick. Like, I'm just going to fucking take the chance next time, and if I accidentally kick it into the end zone and get a touchback, I do that. Like, it's as simple as that. Like I said, we're going to hop on Brooks a lot. He's going to play a lot of middle linebacker today. Mainly because we just don't have a 4th guy, and I didn't have a roster spot to really bring up Bryce Cash. So yeah, we're going to play a lot with Emmanuel Brooks, get him involved. He's going to be definitely that more run stopper. Terrell Dotson's going to have to be that pass coverage guy, but still, just come downhill. He gets through, can almost get there, can't quite get there to Archer, their quarterback. And it does go to show, like, just how bad that Russell Wilson contract is. They're having to start a 66 overall, and their next 3 quarterbacks are all like 59 and 58s. So, like, it's not going to be good if even if he goes down. If he goes down, they're going to have a real hell of a time. 9-yard reception there. Jason Pinnock able to come up and make the play. Former safety. We do have 2 safeties playing corner, just because of position changes and stuff like that, but still. Probably going to talk through a lot of the punt return opportunities, just in case Tyler Linton does get the opportunity. Nope, just try to make the guy miss. Perfect pursuit angle, not quite getting there. 1st and 10 here, halfback stretch. Going to go to the strong side here, mainly because the Broncos just don't have any threats up front that I'm particularly worried about. I'm not saying they're not good up front, or that they don't have somebody that can go make a play. I'm just not particularly worried about them. They are coming downhill fast, though. Their game plan must involve something about the run game, because they are coming down and filling these holes. Granted, yes, I know we don't have our starting offensive line, so it is a little different, but still, they're just coming down super fast. Hassan Haskins getting up to that 2nd level. Riley Moss able to bring him down. went for the truck, and Riley Moss just went low and got us around the hips. So, 1st and 10, going to go play action fake here. Of course, Oliver immediately, Max Smith, and then Franklin Amos. There's no offense, I'm not targeting Pat Surtain like at all today. I don't give a fuck how open Treylon Burks looks. It's fucking Pat Surtain. Like the one great player on this team, I'm not fucking challenging him. Sorry, just not doing it. Bo Melton will, and I'm not saying the starters like aren't in their pads. All the starters will definitely be in their pads and ready to go, like Bo Melton, who's going to have to come in and play a couple snaps here and there. Bo Melton open, by the way, and wow, the safety comes down hard and then gets leveled by the other corner. I feel like that has to be a flag. The ball was clearly fucking dropped at that point. I'm looking Amos or Smith here for the most part on these curls. No, that linebacker plays directly underneath of where I wanted to go. And then Malik Willis doing a Superman dive. That's nice. I'm going to go slug. Oh, fuck. I wanted to go the sluggo seam. That play worked, but then again, it's against Pat Surtain, so I guess it's better that we're not running that. Oliver open underneath. Can't quite get him the football. Brandon Browning coming through. Going to have to settle for a field goal, so Broncos are coming to play. They're, granted, you know, no player, like so many people have talked about, no player is going to actively tank because you don't know if you're going to have a job next year because of how bad the team was. So out comes the offense once again. They're going to have the ball at the 25-yard line. A little worse starting field position, but still, like I said, going to stay on Emmanuel Brooks for the most part today. Going to get him into some good situations, maybe get him a couple tackles here and there. But 2nd and 10 now after a no-yard rush there, DeMonte Jones. And something a lot of people need to remember is that this defensive line is very much, has good depth. I will say that. Like, DeMonte Jones is a 78. Like, we have depth. And he's probably our worst guy. Like, BJ Hill is definitely above him, who's probably like a 78 or so at this point. We definitely have depth. Granted, we went out and spent like, I think it was close to 40 mil on 4 defensive tackles. So, you know, that's worth being stated. 3rd and 10 here. Going to drop into coverage, cover this curl route. Out towards the sidelines is Marvin Mims, but they're going to be a yard short again. Another 9-yard reception on 3rd down. Doesn't quite get them the first. And, damn, that's tragic to say the least. Tyler Linton back to receive once again. Can we get him going? If he can beat this edge, he might have a chance. No, they rally too well. See, that's what I'm saying. Pursuit angles are just so annoying. Like I'm literally running towards the sideline, and they're all at a 45-degree angle ready to cut me off. Tony Adams now down. A guy that won't be playing a whole ton, but is a backup at a lot of positions. I'm pretty sure I have him as the 4th corner. I have him as both the backup safeties. So he'll definitely get some reps if he's back in the game at any point. If not, then we'll probably have to move some guys around so that we don't see a lot of the starters playing. 1st and 10, going to go play action fake. Dearrington Evans. Oh, wow, that was almost picked, too. That corner played that perfectly. And, wow, we almost made a big mistake. Tony Adams, I'm sorry, you're just going to have to play through this injury right now. I don't need one of the starters playing. Granted, Von Florence hasn't had really any injury issues. Now that I say that, of course, though. 2nd and 10, handoff, Haskins to the outside. Gets to the outside, gets to 10 and more. Gets all the way up to the 44-yard line. Remember, like I said, contract games for a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys are coming off contract. And what guys aren't, this is more of a developmental game for them then. 1st and 10, Drew Sample probably getting his first reception of the year. Gets a couple there. Going to go Ohio spacing here. I think Burks can win this rep. He does. Get to him the football. I know Burks is my number 1 receiver, don't get me wrong. But I just want to get him some extra stats because he didn't have quite the year that we were hoping for. 2nd and 4 now. We're going to go power O here. And just straight downhill goes Haskins, and he'll pick up a 1st and more. 7 for 37, 5 yards in average. It's hard to believe that Haskins has the worst average on the team, and he still has over a 5. So we'll definitely have to turn down run blocking probably next year. But he definitely has performed well. Now that's not saying we don't have a good offensive line either. We definitely do. 1st and 10, dropping back to pass. Finding Franklin Amos underneath. He's going to catch, run, get up to that 1st down almost. 2nd and inches, going back to the line here. Going to go inside zone here. We should be able to win this rep. Get downhill. Go get these linebackers. Haskins to the outside. He has room to run. He's going to run over Riley Moss almost. Jaquan McMillan going to go half-back stretch. We're going to run back towards this right side. And see, this is what I'm saying. As much as I fix this team, like as much as I can go through and change some of the positions to try to get them into a better spot, Zach Allen is currently playing edge, who is a 3-4 defensive tackle. So, 1st and 10, handoff, Haskins to the outside, trying to make Brian Asamoah miss. Can't quite do it. 9 for 52 on the day for Haskins. Still very, very good. Wanting to throw the ball a little bit more here. Going to go PA sprint, halfback flat. We're actually going to bring Josh Wiley the other way. Like I said, some guys are going to have to play. Like Josh Wiley here, going to have to play on this down because of just positional depth. Haskins gets up, gets a couple yards there. Malik Willis, 7 for 10, 80 yards. Somebody does decide to sign Will Levis, they'll get a good quarterback. I'm going to say that. They're going to get a good quarterback, a guy that's able to work under pressure. He's really good on the run, has the versatility to be able to make plays, and fuck. I brought my eyes down, and then I just never brought them back up to look for a throw, and Denver's going to have another sack. Going to have to sell for a field goal again, unfortunately. So Archer will come back out today, 1st and 10. Going to hop on Emmanuel Brooks like I've been saying, if I can get there anyway. It's going to be matched up on Javonte Williams, so a lot of man coverage here today as well. Brandon Davis is going to have to come down and make a play. BJ Hill now down. I think that brings in Charles Omenihu at that point then. Yeah, we'll probably see some Charles Omenihu then. Osa Digizuwa will step up into those pass rush situations, get him some extra reps as well. Like I said, still hunting for 10. If he can get to 10, he'll definitely probably get a contract this offseason. Whether it's from me or whether it's from a different team, that's yet to be said, but still. I mean, still 8 sacks from a defensive tackle position is still very good. It's still insane value for what he was worth, you know. I think we paid him about 10. He's definitely proven that he was worth that much and more. Handoff here to Javonte Williams, and Reed Blankenship not making a good play there. There's a flag on the play, though, so it could be holding and could be coming back. Would be very unfortunate if one of their first big plays of the game is getting brought back, and it is. That's crazy. Your first big play of the game, and after your running back breaks it free, you hold somebody, and now it's coming back. And, no. Screen pass over to Judy, and who is that? Pinnock can't make the play. But then again, Yatir Gross-Matos able to get back out there. I mean, I am going to make a change real quick. As much as I like Pinnock, Josh Thompson deserves to start. I forgot that I needed to move him up. Josh Thompson, if you did not know, in Season 1, came in and filled in on multiple occasions for both the safeties and fucking balled the fuck out. Like, he had multiple swataways, he had multiple pass breakups where they basically won us games at that point. Like, so... And there's Josh Thompson again on his first play, coming up on a play on Cortland Sutton, getting his hands in there, breaking that ball up. See, like I said, Josh Thompson, very fucking good. Even if you go look at his stats inside of Madden in Season 1, he has good coverage, especially for a safety. He has like high 60s for both, and Joseph Asai and Yatir Gross-Matos are going to share a sack there. Get it to 4th and 26, and we're going to have another chance with Tyler Linton to return. Going to bring Pinnock over to this side. They kick it over here, though. Fuck me. Trying to set it up so that we have blockers on the other. We had a chance there. Fuck, dude. We had the fucking chance, too. If we could get past that guy. 1st and 10. Going to send Evans on a wheel route because then it gets away from Melton. And if they play underneath, then we'll have a good chance of getting that wheel route. Evans, and he just doesn't see the ball coming. No! Gets matched up on Brian Asamoah, and Asamoah gets flat, and Evans takes it upfield and just doesn't quite find the ball there, unfortunately. 2nd and 10. We're going to bring Melton in motion again. They're running man again. Burks, though, on the sideline, comes up with the catch. Good throw there from Malik Willis. Very fucking good throw. 2 for 25 for him on the day. Like I said, just getting him some extra reps. We only have 5 receivers, so one of them had to play no matter what. Yeah, that's a catch. Oh, maybe that foot hit the sideline and not... Nope. They're saying foot hit the sideline. God damn it, Traylon. Gonna have Amos run a comeback. Oliver on this out route. Gonna be guarded by PSN though. So I don't particularly love it. Oh, that's picked. Yep, that's picked. Fuck me. That's my bad, Willis. Okay, Riley Moss all the way. Fuck me. Okay, Malik Willis and company looking to bounce back. We need to go down and score. That's one thing we definitely need to do right now at this point. Josh Oliver. Why would you stop? Madden, in what fucking world would he stop there? He has nothing but room to run. There is no fucking reason for him to stop. Anybody that just tries to say that, oh no, he would stop in that situation. No, you wouldn't. If you have nobody in front of you and nobody carrying you, you fucking keep running towards the sideline. We're going to go corner strike here. Dropping back to pass, 2nd and 7 now. Amos open against PSN. Holds on to the football as well. What a good fucking catch there from Amos. Going to run PA wide receiver in. Max Smith could have an opportunity here if matched up incorrectly. Max Smith on the sideline catch. Not quite where we really wanted that football, but good enough. Slot drive in. Going to motion Evans out. Going to have him just go straight to the flats. We don't need him running that little bubble. Max Smith open underneath. The zone over there was occupied by Dearrington Evans, so Max Smith just has room to run there. Going to go slip screen here. See if this defensive line comes fast and hard. These linebackers look like they're coming as well and can't quite get the ball to Evans. Gets hung up on a D-tackle. Minute 13 remaining in this half. Looking to go down and score a touchdown and get us into this game. Like I said, we don't need to win, but it would definitely make Malik Willis look even better, as well as the fact of it'll just make the team look better as a whole. Max Smith can't quite get to that football. I thought it was a decently thrown football. Not great, but it was definitely decently thrown enough to where I think he could have went there and got it. 3rd and 10, though. Going to hand the ball off to Evans here. Up the middle. We have the manpower in the middle to go and get the guys, and we just don't. We just don't fucking get up to that linebacker there. Broncos going to call a timeout. Apparently they want one more drive, so going to settle for a field goal. Silver shoot punch. We're going to go for it. Going to bring Mark Vickers down on some extra pressure. Send the guys. Let's go. And there's Pinnock again making a good play. 4 for 8 for Archer. Granted, their quarterback's not very good, so our backups should be making plays. It's not like they're particularly bad backups either. It's not like we're playing the low 60s and stuff. We do have some decent guys here and there. Brooks having to make a tackle on Cortland Sutton. He'll fall forward up to the 38. They're going to hurry back to the line here. Going to hop back on Brooks. Try to shut down some stuff over the middle. Cover this tight end, and there's Marvin Mims on that deep post route. I'm going to send extra pressure here. Especially with Brooks in, this could work very well. We're actually going to leave Dotson. I think a 5-man rush will work just fine here. Brooks getting free and getting home almost all the way. Brooks really making his, I don't even know what the fuck I was saying there. Jesus Christ, dude. Going to drop the safety into coverage. There's Dotson in coverage, and we're going to have to rally to him and call timeout here. I think if we can get some pressure here, this could be decent enough. Brooks coming free, and there's Dotson, but the quarterback gets it out. That's why I called timeout, by the way, is because I wanted to see if I could push him out of field goal range with a sack. Unfortunately, he gets the ball out 3 straight times, avoiding sacks. Or at least the last 3 times we've been able to get to him, he's been able to get it out just fast enough to where we don't have a chance of getting the sack. I'm going to pull out the play here with only 13 seconds left. I figure if we go for this, we should be able to have a decent chance of hitting it. I just realized PSN's on this side. I wanted Burks to get involved. This might not be a good idea. I'm going to be honest. But we're still going to run it. And that D-tackle coming free right away. What the fuck? Dude! Whatever, that's going to end the half, I guess. Just the D-tackle just coming free immediately. Like, he came free before I even pushed R2, so that's why I had to push R2 and try to get out of there. And then he apparently can catch Malik Willis, 90 speed Malik Willis. He can just catch him. Whatever. So the Broncos and this offense will come out onto the field again. Of course, having a pretty good half from the defense, not really allowing a whole ton. You know, we are down a point, but it's not because of our defense. It's because of our offense at this point. 2nd and 8 now after a 2-yard rush from Javonte Williams, shutting this offense down for the most part. Even with the backups and the lack of, you know, great help, the team is still playing very good. And Emmanuel Brooks right there making a play. I know it's kind of cheesy because he does have those, you know, block shedding and, of course, pass rushing stats. So when I need to come downhill, it feels a little bit better than even some of the linebackers that we have. So, I mean, as unfair as it is, he's definitely proven his worth right now. Brooks there in coverage and Dotson in coverage on Javonte Williams. 4th and 6 after a throwaway. Archer just not having a good day. 1st and 10, going to go to the air here. Looking to get these guys involved as well. Going to drop back to pass, trying to find something. Franklin Amos is open underneath. We're going to get him the football, turn upfield, get some yardage there for him. 1st and 10 up to the 40 now. A PA crossers here. We're going to send Amos just on a regular curl. Because if it's not open, then he definitely won't be open. Well, if he can't get free on that. Going to run with Willis up the sideline and picking up a big gain there all the way up to the 42-yard line. Goes Malik Willis. Like I said, the versatility of Malik Willis, when he's able to get outside the pocket, when he's able to get going, he just adds such a great extra element of being able to do that type of shit. Where, you know, Will Levis, as good as he's ran this year, Will Levis, I'm not saying he hasn't ran good, right? Will Levis, I think, has 6 rushing touchdowns on the year. Some crazy shit like that. 6 or 5 at least. But he doesn't have that speed, that capability of really escaping pressure and getting out on his own. It's more like just finding an open gap because the defense didn't, you know, stick to their rush lanes. Sack here from the corner, and we're going to have to go back to the air here immediately. Looking Oliver to Burks. No, it's zone coverage. And just, okay. Burks literally got hung up on Asamoah. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. I'm trying to throw with anticipation, and when he gets literally just stuck on Asamoah, I don't know what to fucking do there. When I'm throwing with anticipation, that it kind of puts a dent in things. Gonna drop back to pass, trying to find something here again, and just can't quite just get anything going as soon as I break. See, and that's the one thing that I truly, truly hate. Besides the fact that wide receivers don't run routes when they get bumped off, is the fact that when you push the R2 button, the CPU defense immediately goes shed, and they come for you. And then the fact that I have a 90-speed quarterback that has high acceleration as well, can't escape the defensive linemen who have 80 speed is kind of annoying, you know. But when I'm playing against Lamar Jackson, as soon as he escapes, he's gone. As soon as, you know, even fucking a guy like Joe Burrow escapes, it feels like he's gone. Like, so annoying. 1st and 10, going to drop in his own coverage here. You're going to hand off the ball to Javonte. He is able to cut back. We over-pursued there. Javonte Williams able to cut back, get a good rush there. But still, 6 for 15, under 3 yards an average. Not a very good day for him on the ground. Granted, this offensive line doesn't look particularly great. And then, of course, without the threat of really throwing the football all that much, you know, you're not going to have a whole ton of opportunities. When the defense can just play downhill, you know, you're not going to get good looks. But then again, that's not saying our defensive line is bad. Our defensive line is very good. Our backups are very, very fucking good. There's a reason why we've had such great success. Like, and just a bad ball there from Archer. Like, holy fuck, I got ran off with Brooks, and that should have been an easy completion for a first down, I feel like, and unfortunately not. Jesus Christ. Gonna hop on Osa Digizua. Try to help to get him to that 10-sack mark. Can't quite get there. I will say, Archer definitely knows when to get the ball out, even if it's not an accurate ball or a particularly good ball, if it's just even a throwaway. He definitely knows when to get those balls out, which is a very good trait to have. Gonna hop on Brooks because we're going to have to play man coverage on Cortland Sutton. Playing underneath, and he's just going to throw the ball away again. Archer just having not a fantastic day. Wheel post drag here. Out at the 17-yard line. Going to drop back to pass again. Trying to find something. Burks is kind of open. And that ball is kind of just floated. Oh, I thought he got his feet down, dude. I want to go see how close that was from being a catch. Not a great ball. Burke's having to adjust. Let's see. Oh, just doesn't get that second foot back in. That's tough. Good try to get there. Like, legitimately, that was a very good try to go get that ball and really make a play out of nothing, it felt like. Smith with a good catch and run. Only 3 there, though. Patrick Tan able to make a play on it. Gonna go red zone up here. Nobody on top of Burks immediately. Nobody on top of Burks. Nobody on top of Burks! And he can't hold on to the football. Against a fucking, like, 70 overall corner, he can't hold on to the football. Steam pinch. I'm going to flip this, actually, so that Brooks is coming. There's no reason for him not to be coming. There's no reason to send Dotson over him, to be fair. You know, why send the guy that's a pass coverage linebacker and not the guy that's technically an edge rusher that we're using at middle linebacker today? Makes no sense to do so, right? So, 2nd and 9. And remember, if anybody really gets injured, they're more than likely on IR at this point as well. Because if you're injured even for a week, well, not a week, because we do have the bye. If it's like 2 or 3 weeks, you're probably getting put on IR at this point, just for the simple fact that we're going to need those bodies to be available. So it just makes no sense to sit there and wait. Mark Vickers with a pick on the sideline. Wow, gets his feet back in bounds as well. What a fucking pick by Mark Vickers there. Holy shit. Gonna immediately give us offense. 5 guys only in the box. We got 6. Go block everybody, please. Haskins able to break free of an arm tackle. Gets 5 there. Back to the line we go. Gonna go immediately here to Dagger. Looking Amos underneath right away. Gonna have Burks run a curl just in case. Okay, he gets bumped off. Just nothing open. Just nothing open. Nothing open. Like, yes, I rolled the wrong way. Probably should have rolled left, but still. Just felt like nothing was open there in that entire time. Can we actually kick Oliver out? And if he can run that little, like, 5-yard curl? I would love if he can run that 5-yard curl instead. Yeah, that works a lot better. Gonna go outs here. Malik Willis trying to scramble, and Kalen Saunders able to come free. Out at the 15, the ball goes. Not as good of a punt. Miss hit again. And that's just a common story when I'm fucking trying to kick down there. I just miss hit it a lot. 1st and 10. I will say, one thing I really wish was in Madden's was, like, snaps and stuff. Like if you don't have a proper snapper, not even that. If you don't, like, the possibility of having bad snaps, the possibility of if you inaccurately kick a ball, it's going to just get shanked and not just, oh, it's going to drift this way a little bit. No, I wish it was like, oh, this shit's going to get shanked right here. And there's Marvin Mims underneath, and Brooks comes up, able to make a play on it. Remember, he's a little bit undersized for an edge rusher, just like a typical edge rusher. He's only 5'11", he's 240 pounds. Doesn't take away from his abilities, though. Still very good and could be a future edge rusher for us. And holy fuck! The receiver not able to hold on to that football, and then Brooks just fucking lights him up. Wide receiver shock option here. Gonna have Evans run just a comeback. I know it won't do much, but still. Burks on that outside release gets free. 6-yard reception there. Good throw by Malik Willis. Not a ton of accuracy here today, especially considering the fact that he does have 71% on the year. It's kind of upsetting. 2nd and 4 now. Clock is running, which we do particularly like at this point in the game. Evans just not able to get out there again. Gets hung up on the D-tackle. Just fucking annoying when plays don't work as intended. 3rd and 4 now. Going to go curl options here. Malik Willis, if capable, can scramble. Malik Willis stepping up. Looking for something deeper. No, the receiver runs off his guy, though, so Willis able to run free and get some big yardage there. I was hoping Max Smith would just be able to get free enough and I could float the ball downfield to him. Unfortunately, he just didn't get quite open enough. Going to run the ball to this left side here. No, 1st and 10 when we do come back from the end of the quarter. Through 3 quarters. Doing pretty good. Like I said, the only reason why they're even in this game is because we just haven't been able to finish our drives. And then, of course, the pick 6 doesn't help as well. 4 drives where we had to settle for field goals, and another one where we threw a pick six. Just isn't going to get it done. We keep Oliver in. Dropping back to pass, trying to find something. Not a whole ton of options. Malik Willis is just going to run, scramble, take off, get 6 there. Back to the line we go immediately. Going to go inside zone here. They don't really have the guys on the line like they should. Going to run uphill, and Ellis just doesn't get blocked. Should be Caden Ellis, not Jonah. Jonah is a Bronco now, but he's not in the game currently. 3rd and 2. Dropping back to pass, trying to find somebody. Burks open on this out route again. Catch, run. Trying to make one guy miss. Can't quite do it. He'll get all the way down to the 12-yard line. Treylon Burks having himself a good game as well. Going to continue to get him involved if possible. Like I said, trying to get him some of those extra targets. Get Treylon Burks the ball again. He'll have another reception down inside the 10, down to the 9 now. I really want him to run a zig, to be fair. I don't think it's man, but still. It would be nice to send him on a zig. Try to get him going. Yeah, Burks open, catch, hold on to the football. 3rd and 3. Still very manageable. Still very, very, very manageable. Double slants here. Bo Melton in. Josh Oliver and Dearnton Evans could be 2 quick hitters here. Evans, catch, holds on to the football and into the end zone for another receiving touchdown. I think he had one last week as well, so off to a good start for him. Momentum fully in our direction, so we should be able to get a little bit more pressure here. Dropping into zone coverage, covering this underneath stuff. And there's Cortland Sutton again. Big reception from him. And to imagine, he was 8 for 16 at one point, and now he's 9 for 23, so not having a good little last section of passes for him. 1st and 10 here. Cover underneath, cover on Marvin Mims. And no reception there to Javonte Williams, just kind of outside his framework. 2nd and 10 now. Gonna go cover 4 drop here. Gonna hop on Brooks like always. I think this D-line needs to work it out themselves. If they really want something, they got to go get it. Gonna fake pressure, drop out, and that ball is overthrown. Davidson probably could have made a play on it, but doesn't. We're going to drop Dodson again, like I've said before. There's no reason for him to really blitz. I think 5 guys should do the trick. Brooks gets free. So do some of the other guys. Osa's there! Unfortunately, I think he's only going to get credit with half a sack. That's all him, though. That should be all his. That really should be all his. He got there. He would have been brought down anyway. So I don't know why they would even attempt to give that to somebody else. Fake pressure. Drop back now. Drop back now. Blankenship! Reed! Ed fucking Reed Blankenship. Reed Blankenship coming up big. Pick. Taking it all the way back up to the 43-yard line. Going to go inside zone here with Dearnton Evans. Just straight downhill. Double team up to backer. You guys need to come up with a good block here. That's a good block there. Evans gets 10, almost 11. Back to the line we go. We're going to go immediately here. Going to go inside, post out. 1st and 10, looking to pass. Trying to find something. Evans in the flats. Catch, hold on to the football. 2 yards there, not a whole ton. That linebacker kind of played it pretty nicely. I think we have Amos right away, by the way. We do. Man advantage. Get out there. Amos gets a 1st down and more. 20 for 34. 182 yards on the day for Malik Willis. Definitely more receptions than yardage. Just in terms of just like, normally when we're at 182 yards, it's like 10 catches or so. Maybe less, 15 or so. He's all the way up at 21. He's throwing the ball 35 times today. Not quite our average that we're used to, yards per attempt. 2nd and 6 now. Dropping back to pass again. Burks underneath. Catch. Hold on to the football. But then again, we've seen a lot more of that type of stuff where we're throwing it underneath, just picking up the yardage and going. Dearnton Evans, we're going to try to run this outside zone. Get outside onto that edge. Gets up to that 2nd level just enough. Gets the 1st down. Down to the 10 now. 2:50 remaining in the game. Granted, we're up 9, so we don't have to force a score here. We could definitely just milk a lot of the clock. but that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm definitely going to try to score. I'm going to try to get these guys opportunities to play. There's no reason not to at this point. Oliver could be open immediately. No, the edge rusher dropped. Just throw the ball away. Malik Willis able to get out of there, get the ball out. Don't take the sack here. Second and goal now. Going to go halfback inside zone. We're going to motion Sample over. Get him going on that left side. I don't really think that the guy on this right side is going to do much against us. So just straight downhill. Everybody man up on their guy and let's go. Haskins gets down to the 6. So 4-yard rush there for him. Going to go PA boot left. Third and goal. Sample comes across. Not really open. Not a whole ton open. Not a whole ton open! Josh Oliver! Oh my god! I thought that was going to be picked. I don't know why it fucking was trying to take me into Super Sim, but man, oh fucking man. Rolling out to his right, and I'm kind of just like, fuck it. Let's just throw it at the sideline. Oh my god. 2 defenders try to make a play on the ball, and Oliver able to come up with the catch. Josh fucking Oliver. Good shit, dude. Wants me to go for 2, by the way. Gonna go inside zone with a double split. It's 5-on-5. Big on big. Let's go. Everybody downhill. Go. Evans not able to get there. Just barely able to be found out by Caden Ellis. I thought if we cut back, we would have a better opportunity of being able to... I didn't think he was going to be able to just scrape as fast and get over there. Cover 4 drop. Like I said, just going to play on Brooks. Let him do his thing. Gonna fake bring pressure here. So step up, step back, and boom, just underneath the Sutton, and the receivers just not hold on onto the football. They're not doing Archer any favors here either. So as bad as Archer has played, it's not all on him today. We'll play with Osai and try to win on this inside rep against McGlinchey. We do. Able to get free, not quite being able to get there. Archer able to deliver that ball. One of his more impressive balls of the day. Being able to step outside and deliver a decent ball to Javonte. Javonte able to make a play there. Trying to play deep here. And there is the tight end again. And Brandon Davidson comes up, makes a good play. 4th and 6. Will they punt the football? No, they're going to go for it here. Going to go with his double A gap look. And I'm immediately going to drop. Brooks dropping onto this tight end. And over the top and just not quite being able to deliver. 10 for 30 for Archer on the day. Those 10 points, only 3 of them coming from the offense. Going to run the football here a lot. If they can't stop it, that's not my problem at this point. Hand off Haskins. Just Taysom Hill just couldn't get enough of a piece of that corner there, unfortunately. We're going to run strong side here because they are overset a little bit. And I don't think this weak side's going to work, especially with Brian Asamoah playing the way he has today. Haskins, nowhere to run there. Drive corner. They're calling timeouts. They apparently want the football back. I mean, granted, yeah, they're technically still within range of bringing this game back. Not going to say that, but is it realistically? Probably not with how bad your quarterback has played. Probably not. 4th and 9. Could put us up 18. We're already up 15. That's 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. I'm not too worried about it. 4th and 9, dropping back to pass, trying to find something open. Amos, open. Franklin Amos, touchdown. And now we'll basically put the game away at this point. Franklin Amos coming open, getting a touchdown there. Gonna go cover 3 nickel sky here. Gonna line up, get ready to go. They're gonna have to throw the ball a lot here. Gonna drop Brooks, bring him back over. And there's a good throw and a good catch there to Jerry Jeudy, the now Cleveland Brown in real life. Good throw there on the sideline. That was a fucking beautiful throw, to be fair. I almost want to give it to him because it looked good. I personally want to challenge that. That looked pretty good on their behalf. Yeah, I think that's pretty easily in. Yeah, that's easily in. As long as Jeudy didn't bobble the ball at all, that should be very much in. Cover 2, man, Sky. Gonna hop on to one of these defensive linemen. We're gonna help out Yatir here. Try to get him going. Underneath is the tight end. I don't even know who 88 is. Is that Mo Alley Cox, maybe, I guess? That looks to be maybe the name at this point. I think that does match the hairstyle. And Terrell Dotson with a pick underneath on Cortland Sutton. So good ball and just not a great way to finish the game for Archer. He had a couple good balls. He had a couple good balls, and then all of a sudden he just kind of threw it right at Terrell Dotson. Don't know what he's doing there. 1st and 10, handoff Haskins to the outside. One-on-one with Moss again. Moss able to make a nice play again. Caden Ellis now down. I'm going to run a pass play. I do not care here. See if we can get something. Amos, go up and get it. No, just a little overthrown. I was hoping he would have at least a chance at the back of the end zone. Not quite going there. I'm going to run this play again as well. Fuck it. We don't get many opportunities to run a lot of these plays because they're big shot plays. Just nothing going there and just can't get it to him. Michael Dwumfor. Wow, former Titan, Chicago Bear. He's on the team. I don't think he's very good either, at least a high overall. So must have been a practice squad signing that they've kept around. And go 0-1 trap here. This should work well enough. If we block it up perfectly, yeah, big ass fucking hole. And there's Lawan taking out Moss. If I would have slowed down a little bit more, we probably could have not been hung up as much. Hassan Haskins having himself a good game. I think he's probably going to be around 600 yards, if not a little bit more. Going to go 1st and 10. Counterplay here. Haskins downhill. Another 5 yards there. 6 actually. Going to call timeout again. I'm going to go concepts here. We're going to go play action. I'm going to roll off. I'm going to go PAU slide. If this works, Taysom Hill could be open. If not, then Burks across the middle is one of my main other options here. 2nd and 4, dropping back to pass, trying to find something. Not seeing a whole ton. Just throw the football away, save some time at least. 3rd and 4 now. That defensive tackle came very fast. Faster than I would have liked, to be fair. We're going to go PA boot slide here. I almost want to just keep Oliver in at this point. Slide the line right. And let's go. Dude, I thought that we had Burks. I'm like, he's running free. He's running free. It's going to be corner of the end zone. Sideline, sideline, sideline. And then Willis just doesn't throw a good ball. Just doesn't even give him a chance to go get it. You can go FL drive here. Fuck it. Why not? No reason not to. 4th and 4. Looking Smith or Melton here. Depending on the coverage. Melton underneath. Can't hold on, unfortunately. That should do it. I don't know if they'll come out and do anything on this drive, on this one singular play. I really don't think they will. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll send a Hail Mary out, I guess. Brooks getting free! No! Somebody Osa! But he won't get to 10 because fucking he only got half a sack earlier. Brooks made the fucking play and couldn't finish it. Osa does. But Osa won't get to 10 sacks. I think he'll be at 9.5, unfortunately. But still, what a game. What a fucking game. The team came out and responded. You know, there was a couple bad plays here and there. You know, the pick 6 really sucked. Not being able to finish some drives as well really sucked. But, I mean, hey, the team came out and played very well. Especially, you know, when you look at all backs and stuff. I think they played fantastic. So yeah, next time you will see Titans franchise, we will be going into the playoffs. We will be going into the divisional. We'll skip right over the wild card. Mainly because we do not play a game in the wild card because we have locked up the number 1 seed. Hell, we locked it up last week. And then this game just kind of solidified it. Granted, I can't do much if my backups are just going to play as good, if not better, than a team full of starters. Granted, the Broncos are, you know, bottom 3 team in the league. So it's not to be expected that they were that bad, right? You could definitely tell why they were bad. Archer was missing some insanely easy throws. The receivers had drop issues. The O-line was kind of pathetic, to say the least, especially in the run department. You know, there was just a ton of bad, you know, pieces on that team. But with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Next video, we'll probably go over a couple more things. We do have some player negotiations. I'm going to go ahead and get those done in the next video, but I'm not going to sim yet. I'm going to wait until the next week to get those done. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it now. We got time to do it. Let's do it now. McCreary has earned a contract. It's as simple as that, but this is probably the most I'm willing to spend on him right now. Doesn't quite align with him, so we'll probably have to do 8 with him. Traylon, I could probably do 9, but I would want to do it on a 1-year deal. I would probably pay you 10 on a 1 year. See if you're worth it. He's not interested right now. That's nice. Amani, same deal. I would probably overpay you and hope that the 1-year deal pays off for us. He thinks it's better to go into free agency. Osa, I would like to bring back. I think he's been a big part of this defense. I think it makes sense to bring him back. But I think it makes sense to also only give him a 1-year deal, right? He's happy to sign and come back, so we spent some money on him. Everybody else at this point, I think I have to let walk. They're just not either high enough overall, they're going to regress, or something of that nature. So we'll have to come back to this once we get around to the off-season, I guess. Because Chig, at most, I think I would want to spend is this. So unless he re-signs for that, yeah, no, I didn't think so. I was going to say, I don't want to really bring him back if he doesn't want to be here. But yeah, that's player negotiations. So like I said, next time you guys will see Titans franchise, it will be in the playoffs. I have about 5 of these to get edited and pushed out. As well as I'm still doing the rookie showcases and stuff. Still doing roster updates. Not a ton has happened the last couple days. Since I actually posted the last video, nothing has happened. Literally, all the 5 out of the 6 platforms I use haven't posted anything besides rookie contract signings. So yeah, there is that. Yeah, but what a good season. Like I said, in the next video, we'll play the playoff game. We'll go over stats for the season, stuff like that, and all that fun stuff. But it's looking very bright for us as of right now in Season 3. Hopefully, we can make a deep playoff run at this point. With that being said, guys, like I said, if you guys enjoy this content or the content here on my channel, I would appreciate it if you guys do stick around and subscribe. I'll be back with more videos like this in the future. But for now, I'm out. Peace.